Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is The Burning Truth. And hello, welcome to the weekly episode of The Burning Truth. I am Nathan Goff. I am joined by the irate, upset, and sometimes slightly annoyed Matthew the Bad Boy Burns, who has actually been tormented all day by myself.
You did have a partner. Had. Notice the word I said.
I told
Had.
you that this is my brainchild. I will look after it.
Shame you didn't look after the person who you were.
Who I used as a surrogate to wind you up this morning.
Yeah, pretty much. If I recall, as soon as you got disposed of, you just went, "Bye, body shield," while he was being tortured.
So I've been playing ribs on Matt all day today, while I've been doing a charity event. So I've played a few ribs on him while we've been away.
Only a few.
Just a few.
Just a few. I wouldn't say you've been doing them just today. You've been practically doing them all week.
It's been brilliant. We apologise for not being live last week. We had some things to sort out. Some things took longer than we thought, and then afterwards, I got kind of sidetracked.
Kind of sidetracked?
I got kidnapped.
What?
I got kidnapped in the pub.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to get Matt in karaoke, which didn't go down well. I kept on telling him he could do Tom Jones. He just didn't want to do it. For some reason, Smile on Me Baby Sweet Satellite is not his favourite chat-up line in the pub. It's Roll Over Cricket Shack as well.
I kidnapped you.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. It was you. It was you. And I'm expecting, I hope to God you're going to say, "It was me, Matt Burns, all along."
No, it wasn't me.
Of course it was.
It wasn't.
How the hell did I, answer this. How did I kidnap you? I'd like to explain that.
You bought your car, I got in, and you drove us to the pub.
I drove you.
Yeah.
I wasn't driving, if you recall. We had somebody else there to drive.
So you bought a driver? You bought a driver.
No.
Not me.
You asked me to bring this person along, who, as much as he never speaks a fucking word.
I spoke like 2 words this morning.
Not around me.
Just all of them in graphics.
And hieroglyphics.
And now he exited the crime scene.
Just a bit. Well, anyway, that story can be possibly explained for another time.
Yes.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. So, apart from me playing ribs on you for 2 weeks straight, how are you?
Highly stressed, blood pressure through the roof. It's a regular week.
It's another week with Nathan.
It's another week with Nathan, who's been off torturing me. At least he doesn't need to torture me next week.
Oh, yes.
Finally.
Wait till what? I've got planned for you next week.
I can gather that one.
So, we'll put it up there now. Next week, there won't be an episode.
There won't be an episode. We'll see if we can try get something pulled up. If we can't, we do apologise in advance.
Yeah. Next week we're at a presentation, and there won't be an episode on the 8th of October either. I've been invited to play at Great Yarmouth, so I haven't told Matt this until now, as I've been keeping this up my sleeve, as I only found out on Tuesday.
A bit like how you're going to be hiding that cube somewhere.
I've been invited to play at the Interleague finals with the Plaza Doubles League, which was a great invite. We've made it there now. It's our first year sponsoring. It's the first year playing together, and we're going to go Great Yarmouth for a weekend and see if we can come somewhere near winning the title. So you might have to put up a Matt on his own, which will give his blood pressure a rest.
Maybe.
I think I can talk to him from Great Yarmouth. It's only 400
I'm pretty sure he could. And if I recall, you managed to torch me a distance today. So I don't think Great Yarmouth will be
I'll just find a surrogate.
New surrogate. Right. I know what I'll be shopping for this week. I just want to say out loud, because I don't want any of you being associated with a missing person.
So, right. Since we've been away, what have you learnt?
I can see where this is already going. Automatically.
So, we've had Backlash.
Yes, we have.
Did I win?
Yes.
On?
Yes, you did.
Can't hear you.
Yes, you did.
Speak up.
Yes, you did. You won. You won. You won. You won. Oh, because of one match. That didn't actually happen. But technically did, because the bell rang for it and even... Damn it! Randy! Why'd you get injured?
He's never been medically cleared.
Thomas!
Which is brilliant. Which is why, if you actually did some research, you should have picked Bray Wyatt. But someone doesn't do his research. They're supposedly a wrestler.
Oh! But then again, didn't I get the first WWE Women's Champion correct?
Oh, who gives a fuck?
Oh, who gives a fuck? Oh, you do.
I don't.
You do.
You may have won the battle. I took the war.
For now.
I rightly predicted the new world champion.
That wasn't hard.
Well, you went with Dean Ambrose. So it must have been hard.
You mean with the WWE Championship? I thought you were on about the SmackDown Women's Champion. I was about to say, that isn't hard to pick a new champion. They never had one. I'm just glad that they haven't had to forfeit this one.
Yet.
And then we've got the infamous tag team.
Heath Slater and his 8,000 kids. Who still, and I love this little note that they brought up on Talking Smack, still hasn't signed a contract yet.
He has?
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't. How much do you want bet?
How much do you want bet?
I bet you 20 quid he didn't sign the contract on SmackDown.
Why?
I bet you 20 quid.
I'm not falling for this one. I'm not putting any bets on whatsoever with you. I don't trust you. You'll find some hidden loophole. Nope.
No hidden loophole.
Nope.
I openly, gentleman's bet then, £1.
No. I still don't trust you. No. We'll just go with it. We'll carry on.
I was going to explain to you as well then, but no.
Explain it then.
No.
Fine, moving on. I can see that you just want to humiliate me and not actually do your actual job and entertain.
Right. So on SmackDown, this is for the viewers, not for you.
Okay.
And the listeners.
Okay.
And the tens of thousands of people behind me. So, on SmackDown,
and for the UK Wrestle Fan Zone fans, which we'll actually mention some news about them shortly.
So, as Heath Slater was about to sign his contract, notice the words about to sign, he never got on to the point of actually putting the pen to the paper, and he said he would face anyone on the SmackDown roster. Yes, they would defend against anyone. With the Ascension match, with the Ascension versus Rhino and Heath Slater, because he managed to put. So, I don't know.
We're just marked up the season already. Fantastic. I'm just going to check up on him.
So it would have been the hottest free agent on the market. So that's fine. So that was Heath Slater's moment.
It's very shine.
Where what I wanted to look at this week was actually Backlash. I want to talk about The Miz.
I was planning to talk about the Miz.
How good was that match with Heath Ziggler?
I loved it.
He hasn't noticed the fuck up yet. Still hasn't noticed it. How good was the match with Ziggler? I said Heath Ziggler at first. Could you imagine that, love child?
Right. The match against Dolph Ziggler and The Miz, with the introduction, with the promo that began with Daniel Bryan, gold, gold, gold.
What? So, just to pick up on the beginning of the match, because I know a lot of people haven't. So, before the match begun, he said, after the match, I want to renegotiate my contract.
Yep.
That happened. On SmackDown, you didn't hear any more about the negotiations.
Briefly you did.
But they haven't started them yet.
No.
So, what's happened between Sunday and Tuesday?
Nothing.
What's happened on that Monday?
Nothing. But yet, Swagger's made a sudden change from Raw to SmackDown.
Yeah, which it should have happened in the first place. But no. So, if they were going to start discussions, why has he entered the match and then done a second match again on SmackDown? Why doesn't he just say, until we discuss my contract, I am no longer wrestling?
Well, he supposedly walked out saying he's the main event, and then when the guy didn't turn up, it was supposedly going to, got given to somebody else, some lucky upstart, if I'm not mistaken, who then got skull crushed finale'd.
Yeah.
Into oblivion.
It was the one who Braun Strowman faced?
Yes, I remember. However, I think Miz has been on a bit of a hot streak, and it's good that he's been getting that push. I don't think he should have been the one to take the pin on the main event, personally, because I think he should have been riding that heat.
You can't take the heat off AJ though.
True.
So AJ's your main champion.
True.
And as much as I hate to say, you do need to protect your main champion more than your mid-card champion.
Yes, you do.
A loss to John Cena isn't going to hurt The Miz. It's been a tag team match.
I'll give you that one.
Because you can just blame AJ.
I'll give you that one.
Plenty of ways to get even more heat.
Cry, moan.
I wasn't prepared for the match, but I still came out for all you people.
Yeah. The usual.
Which is something that Daniel Bryan can't do.
Oh!
He could turn it around and play it back onto
He went there.
Further the Fire.
He went there. He's going there. But they can work the magic.
Yeah.
I think the fact that Miz also incorporated some of Daniel Bryan's moves was absolutely brilliant. It's quite clever.
The running drop kicks at me in hysterics.
I was like,
because he just kept going back, not once, not twice. I was like, you're going to get dizzy soon.
It was either he's going to get dizzy or he's going to land on his head.
Yeah.
which then would have sort of, okay, proved his point, but at the same time would have hurt him.
Did you like the little sort of shoot at UFC at the beginning of the Miz and Ziggler match?
I have no idea what you're on about.
The sort of shots fired to CM Punk.
CM Punk? No. It was shots fired to a bloke named Phil Brooks. Phil Brooks, not CM Punk.
We'll come on to that later on.
That we will. Anything you'd like to add on top of this? What did you think of the whole AJ versus Dean?
Well, the match itself was very strong. Could have done something a little bit better for the ending. The ending sort of fitted in with how the storyline's been built around low blows and pot shots to the crown jewels.
Yeah, but it just seemed a bit
like,
yeah.
I would have liked him to struggle him onto the ropes in it, like the Styles Clash off the middle rope or something.
Or phenomenal forearm.
Yeah, like from the rope onto the apron or something
Boom.
like that.
Yeah.
If you want to include the crotch shot, figure out an imaginative way to do it instead of him just fucking Randy Orton punting him in the balls. So yeah, the match itself was strong. Some really good spots fighting through the crowd.
However,
and like
the match did actually bring a bit of a good point on SmackDown during a certain segment on SmackDown, which was at the beginning, which was between AJ, John Cena, and Dean Ambrose. Which was quite interesting because you got AJ claiming that John Cena he's done, he's not around anymore as much, he's slacking off, he's lazy, and everything, which certain people could turn around and say Cena's a hypocrite.
Well,
a little bit because the whole business he had against The Rock.
The difference is he's still wrestling all the shows afterwards in the dark matches.
Yes.
And because of the age we live in, we know this now. Whereas The Rock just disappeared. Whereas Cena's, because we're in the age of nothing being a secret.
What?
Like kayfabe's fifth wall's been shattered. The fifth wall being the roof.
No.
They're still real to you, man.
It's still real to me, damn it.
I'm sorry, I'll pass you some tissues later. But no, we're just in that age of, do you really want to go the same way that you went with The Rock? When we know you're still there, it's the end of every show's doing dark matches.
You're still turning up.
You're still doing house shows. You're flying from here to there. So
he's going to and fro.
Yeah, so I just don't believe it's the best way of doing it.
No. But then Dean sort of come out and stated, you made the biggest mistake, blah, blah, blah. But then Cena just turned and says, hang on, you crushed him first. He's crushed you back. You lost a title. You didn't like it. And then he brought up the fact that Stone Cold called him out on his podcast.
Yeah.
Which, do you agree with him?
I just think there was something missing from Dean Ambrose's title reign.
Yeah.
He's better as a chaser than he is as a champion.
It seemed like once he got there, right, I'm here, I'll just relax now.
He's a better chaser than he is champion, which is true for most baby faces. Do we think John Cena will get his 16th world title?
Yes.
When?
Soon.
How soon?
I'd say if not within this year, it would be at the early 2017.
Could it be WrestleMania?
Possible. It's a possible. When you hit WrestleMania, so we can proclaim, I am the 16-time world champion.
If he wins it, does he change it to the big gold? Does he get Ric Flair come out and give him the big gold belt?
No, they won't do that. I can't see them doing that. They'll keep the belt that they've got now.
What happens if he wins the Universal title? Is he still a 15-time world champion and a one-time Universal champion?
It becomes a 16-time.
Why?
Because technically they are classifying that as a world champion. But I know exactly what you're going to say. The Universal champion hasn't been defended in multiple countries, which it hasn't.
No.
Supposedly.
But it doesn't say the WWE World Heavyweight Universal Championship, does it? It just says the WWE Universal Championship.
They classify it as a world title.
We don't have the name world title in it.
Doesn't have. You can say that about WCPW.
It's been defended in two countries.
Correct, but they still call it.
Huh?
They still call it a world champion.
Well, that's false.
Right. So how is the Universal separate?
How is it separate?
Yes.
Because there's supposedly a big massive rule book somewhere unwritten of wrestling etiquette.
Big massive rule book that you somehow magically disappear into, to try suddenly throw back at me. Section A of Article 5. This title is not a world because of this, and this.
If I remember rightly, at this point last year, we had this argument.
Yes.
And I asked if you can declare any main belt in a company a world title, and you went no.
And I agree.
Went why? And what did you tell me?
Because it has to be defended in multiple countries, which I
And,
actually agree with
and
you.
where was that written?
In the dark art of the wrestling history books, in the middle of unknown area, possibly in the Amazon
Or the Serengeti?
or the Serengeti.
But you told me that it has to be defended in 2 countries,
Supposedly.
supposedly, which is in a unwritten book that hardly anyone has seen.
I'm not saying that. And he wants to know why. And he wants to know why I get high blood pressure. Why?
I'm just using your logic.
Basically, it's fundamentally. Most of the time, they actually do register it as
Okay.
2. ICW follow that rules.
Yeah.
Which they did properly. Most other wrestling companies do as well. However, you get the odd one that doesn't.
Okay, that's fine. So, on that purpose, once the main belt is a world championship,
Yes.
should it therefore have the name of the company or the name of the belt and the words World Championship?
Not always necessary, because some.
Name me a belt that hasn't.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there is one that hasn't, because it's actually known as a universal title as well. And I think it's the company that Carlito's father owns, potentially, because they've got a universal champion, which is considered as a world champion. So they call it the universal champion, but it's not actually a world. They don't. It's classified as a world champion, but they don't actually add the word world in it.
But 99.9.
WWE. What? Hang on. Put an example. WWE, when it's just known as the WWE title. They didn't always say world.
But most.
No. They didn't always say world. They always said the WWE Championship. They didn't always discriminate the WWE World Championship.
When
The World WWE Championship.
When it was announced at the beginning of the match, did they say the following matchup is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship?
No. You're trying to beat me with this logic. I don't care. I'm not saying I'm not listening to you anymore. You're done. That's it.
You live by the sword, Matt Burns. You must die by the sword.
I didn't know. I didn't even present the sword, you mother.
This is brilliant. If anyone actually wants to if anyone can actually present us with some logic on how a world championship is formed, we will be greatly.
Greatly. No kidding. I would send you. I would personally send you shades, feather boas. I don't care.
No one wants them goddamn feather boas. It's like you killed Big Beard.
Oh, did it kill your mama?
Oh, just killed the beard in the cage. But no, if someone can send us a text through on
right. If anybody can send me any information, we would greatly appreciate it.
Because I'd be interested to read it.
He'd be interested in reading it, and I'd be interested in the less blood pressure. However, the only problem with this, I've just realised the second he gets that knowledge, he's going to use it against me. God damn it!
So that was Backlash mostly. What did you think of the 6-pack challenge?
Interesting.
I didn't think they were going to do it that way.
No.
I actually thought they were going to do it with a timer, where it's basically like the Hardcore Championship, where they crown 20,000.
Pass.
Yeah, 20,000 Hardcore Championship reigns in 10 minutes. There's your lineage, guys. Oh, look, this title's been held by 20 people in 10 minutes.
This newly formed championship.
There's more champions than the Women's Championship.
I've had more champions than it's possibly had more champions than the WWE Universal title in 10 minutes.
Well, according to Stephanie, there's only been one Universal Champion.
Oh!
Sorry, Finn.
Oh, that's low.
She said it.
Don't you forget about him.
Thank you, Matthew, for showing us that footage. That's brilliant.
Oh, couldn't believe it. It's just the fact of, as soon as I was like, for God's sake!
What I'm interested in is why did you bring Triple H back to give Kevin Owens a rub and help him push him over the line,
Yep.
and then he isn't on this week's Raw?
I noticed that myself, and I thought, where's the explanation?
And you have Mick Foley say to Seth Rollins, do not interfere in the match or there will be repercussions. The repercussions, I'll just restart the match. Well, how's that fair?
Roman Reigns like, I won the match! I won the match!
Kevin Owens was like, I won the match. Seth Rollins jumped Kevin Owens. Therefore, if you jump Kevin Owens, you are causing the disqualification for Kevin Owens to win.
I've had just done a Kevin Dunn moment.
It's John o'clock.
God damn it.
Matt Burton's o'clock.
Damn it! We just don't have a camera to jump up about and have it fall over.
It's a shame I can't drop you down 4 flights of stairs.
Oh, you mean a bit like a certain scepter?
We'll come on to that later.
Yeah?
Because I've got a rant.
Oh, yes, he has.
It's a little rant.
It's a little rant.
It only lasts a couple of minutes.
You love Millie.
So bringing it back in. So Triple H pushes Kevin Owens over the line, up towards the glass ceiling, and possibly through it.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens brings a 5-star match out of Roman Reigns.
Yep.
For once, someone.
Yeah.
And so you have Seth Rollins jumping, and the repercussions don't affect Seth Rollins at all. It affects Kevin Owens.
Yep.
Yes, Mick, because you restarting the heels match when he's just been jumped makes so much sense.
That's fair, isn't it?
If they were going to do it that way, it would have made more sense for Seth Rollins jump Roman Reigns and then restart the match so Roman didn't lose his chance to be in the triple threat. But if he's restarted it because Seth Rollins is coming, how come he doesn't restart it when Rusev gets involved?
Exactly.
Continuity.
Exactly. Mick, where are your eyes then?
Consistency. Also, like, if you're going to do it once, you need to do it for the rest of the match.
You know, you can't have one rule for one and a rule for others.
Well, is he going to bring it up on Raw? If he brings it up on this Raw, well, yeah, that's all right. Well, can you restart the match where both people were knackered and they can carry on?
Yeah.
Well, you have them run on treadmills to do that. Let's go from here.
Collapse. And then just carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's a bit unfair.
So, big continuity. Paige has not left the WWE.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just point this out. We need to break this new... Well, not break. It's already been broken, smashed, and... Repeated. A lot of people have been going around stating, Paige has been on drugs, Paige has been doing this, Paige is leaving WWE. Is she leaving?
No.
Hells no.
The rumour is she might see her on Monday night.
Rumour has it. And she was actually in Britain, I think, from what last time I checked. Recently. She was in Britain.
With a boyfriend?
With a boyfriend.
Probably introducing her to mum and dad.
And also visiting a few local shows. As we've always stated, what do we always recommend?
Go watch a local wrestling.
And she does it.
Yeah, but no. So what's interesting is that she's actually explained now why she got suspended, which is pretty much the same as why Eva Marie got suspended.
Yeah.
Practically, Eva Marie's was for not getting some documentation on time. Paige's was for not taking the test in time.
Yes. She had a pre-test which proved that she was, everything was fine. But then when it came to the main test, where it was, didn't exactly... She had to drive there, and just as she arrived there, they started it. No, can't do it. Too late.
So that's explained that, which is good. So we know it isn't for substance abuse. She hasn't been taking some stuff to try and make her injury heal quicker.
Or anything.
It's just due to timing.
Yeah, which can happen.
Yeah, same as Eva Marie's. Eva Marie's was due to prescriptions couldn't get over to her on time. She had proof of the prescription, and
documentation was a little bit late.
Yeah, so that's fine. Like, you don't mind them ones. Like, in all fairness, as a 30-day suspension a little bit overboard. Like, Eva Marie spent her 30 days still filming Total Divas and had a holiday with Maurice. Brilliant way to spend your suspension. You can spend 30 days filming a TV show.
Oh, no. Just take into account, though, but that's showing WWE is clamping down on it. It's really clamping down.
Well,
Wait. Roman gets caught. 30 days. Eva Marie gets caught. 30 days. Paige gets supposedly caught. 30 days. Then we get some big guy who's a part-timer coming in and gets caught with a substance outside in another company. No.
can I point something out? Because a lot of people go, how can Eva Marie and Paige still film Total Divas? So Total Divas is not actually recorded by WWE.
Correct.
It's actually contracted out to the wrestlers by E.
Yep.
So they aren't contracted to a WWE contract, which means that the suspension doesn't affect them. So therefore they can still film Total Divas because it's a different contract with different royalties on it.
Exactly.
It just goes onto the network after you're done with it.
Yep.
So that's why that can happen.
Yep.
Just to clarify that for people.
Just clarify that. But the one I just mentioned, Josh, was the fact that WWE's clamping down on their workers, but the only guy that can do whatever he wants is Brock Lesnar. And in your case, as you just said, The Rock. Because part-timers don't get check duty.
Well, they do, but they're not bound by it.
They're not bound by it. It's like, oh, look, you got this in your system. You're part-timer, are you? Okay, we don't need to anything.
But in Brock's WWE defence, it's not WWE's business.
True.
He wasn't caught with it in WWE.
True.
And he still hasn't been proven guilty.
He has been banned, though.
Upon hearing.
Okay.
The 2-year ban hasn't been officially given yet. He's just been suspended until
the meeting, is what you're saying. Right, fair enough. So we'll move on from that. Is there any news that you want to mention, or shall I move on to some news that we've got with UK Wrestle Fan Zone?
So I'll let you cover the UK Wrestle Fan Zone.
Right. We've got some interesting news in regards to this, which is with the UK Wrestle Fan Zone. They've been airing some episodes of World Sport on their channel, and starting from now on, they're going to be also airing some like a repeated version of our episodes, starting from Monday.
Yeah.
So most likely you'll hear that you might be if you listen to it on Monday, you might be listening as through the from the UK Wrestle Fan Zone, or if you're listening to us now live, we do appreciate anybody who listens to us anyway. So we do appreciate it.
So that's fine. So that's a bright step forward. And hopefully the start of a successful partnership.
Yes, it is. Hopefully. So
I know you got to meet the
I actually got to meet them, which they're actually
last week.
Brilliant people.
I wasn't there due to a prior engagement. The man's been busy.
The man's been busy. You keep saying. Really.
The boy hasn't, but the man has.
The boy. Really.
Painting your walls yourself doesn't count.
How about actually attending to a wrestling event? Yeah. And do you remember what wrestling event it was?
You went to PW for you.
That I did. Pro Wrestling for You. Which
no, it's Pro Wrestling for You.
Wrestling for You.
No, you.
You.
Me?
Yeah?
No, PW.
I was PW for You, yes. Pro Wrestling for You. Which had plenty on happening. They had some stellar matches, some stellar, if I'm not mistaken. You weren't there for that one, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I
he says. However, we do have some results from that night, which can actually care to share. We've actually got the results right now, which I'm going to mention, which is first match was Jukin defending his G6 title against Drill. Now, Nathan doesn't recognise that name.
Jukin is Jürgen Heimlich.
Well, hey, he's done some homework. He's done his homework.
Who I've got one of the best vicious suplexes in the British wrestling and German wrestling.
Yes, he does. However, he's no longer German.
No, I didn't even say German wrestling.
Yeah.
Yes,
he does. But he also was Jukin. And what was so hilariously funny was hearing the crowd singing to Jukin, "You're not Jürgen, you're not Jürgen, you're not Jürgen anymore. Oh, you're not Jürgen anymore." Or saying he's not German, which then you can hear Jukin just turn around saying, "Of course I'm bloody not, which is brilliant. However, if you at any events with Drill there and he's in a happy mood, be prepared for a free pie.
Free pie.
Literally handing them out. Come out. You got your beers? Yeah. Now, what do you want with it? What do you want something to eat? How about a pie? Come out with a Greg shopping bag. I was crying.
Get your pasties.
Literally just going boom, 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 handing them out. Great match. Jukin managed to defend his G6 title against Drill. Now, shockingly, Jukin didn't come out with one title that night.
No, he is a tag team champion as well.
Yes, however...
He is the tag team champion.
Yes, he is. Because, however, his usual tag team partner, which is Danzig, the human hate machine, couldn't actually attend the show due to some unfortunate reasons. So we had a stand-in, as they said, which we'll get onto that later. Next up, we had Sexy Kev. This guy decided to chant "Average Kev," which Sexy Kev himself even played along with it, and he went with it. He was up with working with the crowd. He was in a good mood against. And I'm not kidding you. I read this off his shirt. Mommy's little bastard. And as I was paused, I went, really? You stand almost at probably over 6 foot. Dave Del Vecchio. How the hell's he little? However, he is Mr. Money in the Bank. He is. Just before though, he decided to have a bit of an interview with during the Magic Mark moments as they were talking. He raised his briefcase, going at how happy he is for the crowd to then start chanting "briefcase wanker," and then started to sing to him. Oh, which was brilliant because some wrestlers and some wrestling fans on the British scene know that Dave Del Vecchio didn't always be buying books. He had a friend, Mark Morgan, who's retired. Now, Dave Del Vecchio is upset about this. So he's trying to push on, but he keeps getting reminded by this one song. All by myself, don't wanna be, which is absolutely brilliant. Not glorious, but it's brilliant. Which you can see here straight away. It's not like that. You can see the pure hatred as he started straighten fingers. However, Sexy Kev did actually defeat Dave Del Vecchio by disqualification now, because Dave Del Vecchio managed to clock him on with the briefcase right in front of the referee. Next match, we have Ry Lloyd, who is a phenomenal wrestler. I've seen him wrestle in BWP and everything. Decided to tag with Geordie Stew, which the locals were absolutely loving Geordie Stew. Because to the crowd, Ry Lloyd didn't even have a name. He was just Stew's friend. Stew's friend. Against the GMC.
So that's basically like a thingy up in at ICW.
Pretty much.
Mini Drew.
Mini Drew. which they're against the GMC, which is Dom Cho and Henry T. Grad. Right. Luckily enough, Ryloid and Geordie Stew managed to get a quick roll up. However, straight after the match, the GMC started to beat down on Stew and pretty much leaving him out of the team in the match. So instead, ordered to that in the spot for later on. Now we moved on to the tag main event match, which is the sickness, which is Jukin, and originally going to be Danzig, but his stand-in, which was Robert Shaw. Oh god, that was brilliant. As he walks off, you've got Rob Sharp jumping off the stage, and then Jukin jumping on his shoulders saying, "Carry me!" He's walking out. Oh, it's brilliant. And then when the referee they get in the ring, and the referee taking the belts off Jukin, you got Rob Sharp grabbing the belt saying, "Oh, this is mine." Like, no, you're just a stand-in. That lost. Which had me laughing for ages. However, we had the Barmy Army come out, which is Noah, who comes out with a teddy bear. He's mad. He's insane. He's nuts. I don't know how how he wrestles, but I wouldn't want to wrestle. I wouldn't want to wrestle him, not because he's massive and it's like he's best. He's so unpredictable against Matt, and he was with Matt Brooks, who personally should be on X Factor, because the way he sang the entrance for the Barmy Army was so unique and special. It was absolutely phenomenal. Couldn't believe it. But the result of this match was the Sickness actually losing the match. However, due to how they lost the match, it looked like Rob Shaw got taken out by the Barmy Army. They jumped onto him after the pin 1-2, and referee realised suddenly he got the wrong. He wasn't the legal man. Jukin was the legal man, who stayed outside the ring and got counted out, which means, okay, they lost the match, but they retain the tag team titles due to count out, because the only way the title changes hands is through submission or pinfall. So Jukin has managed to sneakily, okay, he's won one match and lost the other one. However, he's managed to lead titles, which is quite clever. Now, in the main event of the evening, which was Team Myatt, which conforms of Keith Myatt, Drill, Sexy Kev, Ryloid versus Team Pitbull, which is the babyface Pitbull, Dave Del Vecchio, Henry T. Grad, and Don Mucho. Now, this match I thought was quite hard hitting and showcased quite a bit. Now, the biggest shocker of the match of this match, because this was a Survivor Tag 4-on-4 match. This was the first elimination. Was the team captain Keith Myatt being heavily eliminated, which caught me by surprise. What do you think to that? Keith Myatt being the captain but being the first one to be eliminated.
Spot On did something different in Survivor Series matches. So it's innovation.
It was, but it was like sort of out of sight, out of mind with the referee. The referee didn't quite see it, sitting chair shot, be pelted into his head, unfortunately. But luckily enough, but out of all the eliminations, elimination went back and forth. It did come down to one-on-one, one sole survivor, which was Sexy Kev, being the sole survivor of the 4-on-4 elimination match tonight, after Penny Rain, the remaining captain of Team the who, if oddly enough, if I'm not mistaken, in a way, could not make Sexy Kev a number one contender, seeing as he's just pinned the Pro Wrestling for You heavyweight.
Well, if you're on WWE logic, then
yes. Well, more on that. We will get back to on that to see how that pans out. Right, so where shall we move on to next?
So I'm going to go on to one of my rounds. This isn't. I know we were going to try to get you a stupid statement of the week, but I've got you something that goes along the same lines. This is my stupid point of the week instead of stupid statement. So we were watching.
Right. Better yet, we won't call them statements. We won't call them
stupid thing of the week.
Moments.
Yeah.
Shall we call them moments? Stupid moments of the
So we watched a video of what come up earlier,
We did.
which was of Yost. Now, some of the points he makes are very valid and very good. But there's one thing that annoys me.
What?
If you are going to swear on a thing,
Oh, you mean like on a review show, on a TV show, on a YouTube show?
you do one of two things. You swear and keep it on, or find the vocabulary to not swear and don't fucking put it on.
Do you know why that is? Because they know he can't control his language, so they beep it out. Do you know why they've done that? Because of certain rules lately that have actually changed on YouTube. YouTube is actually certainly stopping certain. If I'm not mistaken, stopping because certain people get paid for advertisements on their videos via through YouTube and everything. Now YouTube is stopping certain payments if there's any excessive swearing or anything on it. So that might be the reason why every time he tries to swear, they're beeping over him.
But they're not though, because he's saying words like bollocks,
Yeah.
and then he'll get the word shit beeped, and then fuck will stay in, and then pillock will get beeped, and then it'll be shit beeped, and fuck beeped, and beep, and fuck, and...
So eventually it becomes more like Morse code. Beep, 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 beep.
So you eventually just... You've got to look at it from the point of, right, can't swear in your videos, do your
Swear
best.
less. Swear less. Use different words. Use words like instead of the fuck, you can use the words like fudge.
Go PG.
Go PG. You know where other wrestlers, like Mr. You Can't See Me. Start brushing some dust off your shoulder and dropping the fist on shows.
But that's the only thing that's annoying me this week. Like, you need to pick what you're.
Yeah.
You either swear and keep it in, or tell him you can't swear, and then that way you don't have to edit it out.
Yes.
You can't be for an edgy product and then beep it out so it's kid friendly.
It's like trying to
pick one end or the other. Don't try to go and keep everyone happy because you can't have everything.
You can't keep everyone happy. As much as you try.
Can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes...
No, you can't do that. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
You beg to differ.
I think you beg to differ. Anyway, moving on. Shall we?
Yeah.
Is there any further topics you want to rant about?
No, I don't want to rant about anything. I've seen your tickets for Wrestler's Court.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
I have no tickets.
For some reason, you have a VIP pass to go see Vince Russo at Wrestler's Court.
You're just trying to anger me because I've already upset you because you couldn't eat some cake.
I can see the ticket.
I can't.
I can.
I can see. Well, if you have got the ticket, yes, again, I'll sell it and probably make a profit off it.
Why is VIP one? You get to sit with the person that made the Attitude Era.
Really?
Best world champion of all the times.
Of all.
David Arquette.
You're bringing that thing back. Shouldn't be doing this. It's not good for blood pressure. Goosefraba. It's only because I'm just saying that just to calm myself down.
So no, I haven't got anything I want to rant about. What I do want to bring up, which I found incredibly funny this week, and I know you don't like it.
Don't scream is what I'm going to say.
Have you watched the Final Deletion Part 2?
No.
No?
No.
So you haven't seen Matt Hardy inhale the mist?
No.
And you haven't seen the kidnapping of Central of God 1? Great Janet.
No.
And at one night,
God!
it's Billy making stuff.
No.
You're not watching that.
I'm not watching.
Yes, I am.
No.
I tuned your 2.5 hours of a show for you.
Oh, you mean the show?
Yeah, so I'm not for you.
Right. In case you're wondering, folks, that would be WCPW, which actually now has now moved nights. because originally it was Monday night. It's now moved to Saturday at 8 p.m. Just in case if everybody wants to watch it now.
But no, I've watched that for you, so you can watch Final Deletion Part 2 for me.
No.
And then after you can watch Jeff Hardy be reincarnated as John Cena.
No.
And then get pushed back in the water to be reincarnated as his spirit.
No.
That's brilliant.
No. That's final.
Yes.
It's not happening.
You know you want to be rendered obsolete.
I'm not going to enjoy this. You're going to enjoy this way more than what you should. But it's not going to happen. God damn it, Nate. It's not happening.
You'll enjoy it.
No.
It's only 10 minutes.
No.
What's 10 minutes when I enjoy 2.5 hours?
2 hours. Was it all bad?
What?
Was it all bad?
You put it on mute eventually.
Wait. Or do I remember someone staring at somebody's girlfriend?
The women's match was the best match of the night, in all fairness.
Right, and you had an affection for one of them. Would you care to name him?
You had the girl in the front right on the crowd.
No.
That's fine.
You can name the person, can't you?
I was surprisingly amazed by Bea Priestley. She's brilliant.
You know, the girlfriend of Will Ospreay. Who you hate so much.
Don't hate him, he's just a flippy spot monkey. There's a slight difference. If he probably calmed down and learned some psychology, probably really good. But he's nothing more than a glorified cruiserweight who's trying to make him a big man will.
Fair enough. I remember you being very angry at him because he ended up beating one of your favourite heroes. The villain?
No.
Marty Skirtle, who's actually the PWG Battle for Los Angeles winner for this year. He actually won it. How's that for you?
Yeah. No, in all fairness, the show was not all that bad. The commentary could be better. Probably will be better once Cornette and Jim Ross do it, which is soon.
With Alex.
Yeah. Depends if he has one of his bad days or his good days.
Fair enough.
He had a bad day when we watched the last one.
Don't know what you're on about.
It was that bad someone put him on mute and I did not have the remote.
And neither did I.
But apart from that, no, some of it was good, some of it was bad. And they picked up on that themselves. If you watch their review video, they pointed out that there was too much talking.
They do have a general feel, you know, they like to poke fun at themselves.
Well, if they can poke fun at themselves, they should see the fucking problems. It's a bit like me picking fault at you and then just laughing at it.
Like you do anyway!
It's here, but I'm just going to choose to ignore it.
Like you do anyway. A bit like how I want to sit in there pre-record how you humiliate me over a certain word.
Would you like to say it?
No.
No? Okay.
No. That's if you can't remember what the word was now.
I don't know. You'll probably come up with it at one point and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll probably just say it naturally.
Yeah.
A bit like on the episode after we did it. I just rolled off the tongue perfectly.
But no, so that was fine. I think that's a good point to end.
I think that is a good point to end. It is, because we've plenty out. We've hit some of the finer points of what's been going on. If there's any subjects that anybody wants us to bring up or anything that you feel that we have missed, do bring it up. Oh, that's one point, actually. Speaking of which, I've just remembered one point that we need to bring up, actually, which is a certain Mexican wrestler who has been released from WWE.
Not bad already.
Who's now I think he's Alberto El Patron.
Yeah, he's gone back to his boss gimmick.
That he is, and he's actually wrestling in the UK.
Right, I'm going to ask this point from a different point of view now.
Yes.
Because before he went to sign for WWE, he was going to try his hand at MMA.
Yes.
Will he end up in MMA?
He already has, Ben.
We'll talk about something after.
He already has been in MMA. He's just that you want to get from earlier.
Yeah, and then we'll end after we spoke about this point.
That's fine,
Very briefly.
Fine. That's fine. He has already been in MMA. if I'm not mistaken, where he fought off against Marco Crocrop, who decided to blast his head off with a kick, which I feel sorry for.
So will he go back and try his hand again? Like, will he follow Lashley to Bellator? Because Chanel Sonnen's just signed to
That he has.
the American Gangster, and he said he's going to fight at 3 different weights.
Not going to be easy. Hell no, that's not going to be easy.
Because he only knows one weight, and that's Gangster weight.
Oh.
They are his words. I'm not. I'm probably paraphrasing him, but
He's always got the gift of the gab.
And the gift of jab.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a shame he couldn't beat his one true rival, Anderson Silva.
Well, that too is in Bellator at the moment.
Yes. Are you on about Anderson Silva? Are you on about the action murderer, Wanderlei Silva?
Both of them are there.
Yeah. Right. Well, anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how that transpires. Now, what's this point you want to get across?
So last week, CM Punk fought in the UFC.
Mickey Gall.
Now, I'm going to make a point, and then I'm going to make the biggest point, which a lot of people haven't picked up on. People are saying it's took a lot of balls for him to go in the ring and to do what he has. Yes, it has. But if you've given yourself 18 months, you
Almost
must
2 years.
be more prepared than what he looked. So I'm going to pick on some points. One, I think he's been left out to dry. I aren't the biggest CM Punk advocate, but now he's lost his first fight, and now they've got the buy ratings out of him. Dana White's openly come out and said
He ain't fighting in the UFC again.
No. His words were, I don't think his next fight should be in the UFC.
Yeah. Which, if I'm not mistaken, could be because of the purchase at UFC that's happened.
No. The words of, I don't think his next fight should be in the UFC is because he just got creamed in there. And people aren't going to want to watch someone be paid to be a battering dummy. Job is all welcome in the UFC.
Oh, look! It's him! He's going to die!
So, where his next fight will be, we don't know. But he got paid $500,000 for a minute and a half.
A minute and a half, take a beating, and get choked.
And then he gets so many, I think he gets $2 per buy.
Yeah. Can't complain
of the event. No. So, if it draws, it draws. Right. So, the point I wanted to make about this, you have had 18 months. Yes, you might have had a couple of injuries, but in that time,
yep,
he must have learned how to throw a proper punch. So, is it Joe Rogan who's one of the commentators?
Joe Rogan.
So, Joe Rogan bashed him on the review saying he does not look like he could throw a punch.
Yep.
He ran in at him like he was trying to tackle his mother. What was he expecting? Puddle, welcome to the UFC. It's so good to see you.
And Mickey Gall just took him down and then just started for whacking.
So, one, you must have learned to throw a punch in the 18 months.
Yep. 2,
you've got to have learned how to transitions.
3,
it's against a bloke who's 1-0. He's had one fight, one professional fight.
2.
This was his second.
In the UFC. Not professionally. Professionally, he is actually now 3-0. In the UFC, he is 2-0. So he's undefeated 3-0. Officially.
Yeah.
Just to make that clear. Now, as much as I can say, there's one thing I want to say that at one point that you haven't noticed yet. He's been there for how long? And was one training session that I know that a colleague of mine, when he went for training for MMA, one of the first things that they taught him, how to stop a takedown. Did he have any signs of?
Well, you just transition your weight.
You transition your weight. You sprawl. There was no sprawling. He got taken down and then just stopped. And then, as much as I can say, yes, he did better than what some people thought. You're upset because you're saying he should have done better because of how long the time there.
I don't say he. Yes, I am saying he could have done better. He
Yeah.
could
There
have
you
done
go.
better.
There you go.
He,
Don't miss words. Just say it.
so it's all I want to do.
Yes.
Congratulations, you followed your dream. Now, if most of us could get paid £5 million to follow our dreams,
I get
we
more.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Pay me £500 million, CM Punk and Kit Biden. Yeah. I'd probably get more hits in on him than he did on his opponents.
Like you go, oh, but then again, he could probably take you down. Maybe.
But he's got a background in Muay Thai.
He's got a little bit of background. Not much. Some of that was partly through WWE, not actual knowledge. And that was supposedly years ago. And as much as you can turn around and say,
So, could you view some of his connections? So,
potentially. But the difference is he was actually, he's already trained at a place that should have trained him enough in what he needs. Now, regardless of it, one point that the commentators were pointing out, brown belt against white belt, you know exactly what's going to happen. You can see it on the screen TV right now. He is bypassing. He's going to lock in that. He's beating on him. And soon enough, he's either going to end the fight in KO or he's going to either make him pass out.
So Eve is dating. Who's Eve dating? Eve Torres. Famous MMA star. He's going to but he's big in the mixed martial arts world.
Well, I'll look up that name for you quickly.
So, CM Punk's more out with Eve because she wished the fight, picking up some things that are easy to pick up, but on a match.
Did you say E. Torres?
Yeah.
No. Not him.
Who's she going with?
Phil Torres.
No. She went to some dojo. I forget where it is, but it'll come to me now, and we'll add it in. But she does some work with a martial arts expert.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologise. That's not her spouse. I do apologise. I've just completely butchered it. I just made a complete ass out of myself.
It's Matt Clock again.
It's Matt Clock again. That was
the end is nigh.
Phil Torres is the brother, not right. Not on about Reina Gracie.
Yeah.
Reina Gracie is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. Instructor at the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy and co-creator of the Gracie University. He's a great natural selection for submission Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Fantastic for groundwork and everything. So you were actually correct, but we didn't know the name. But unfortunately, my research techniques needed to have some improvement.
So today I've been at a charity event for Douglas McMillan, and I was joking because the only London Sub Cup is his surname. He's part of the wards, and I came out with the lie. All you wards were just born with cues in your hands. You fucking came out the room and you could pot a black before you could speak. And everyone laughed, but it's true because he's won his first tournament at the age of 9.
I'm cheering you up.
No, I played in the May.
Fair enough.
I was feeling charitable and I let one of my mates go through instead of me.
No. Did you come in first?
Pardon?
Did you come in first?
I came in first as much as you've come in first in your matches.
Oh, wait. I'm actually a former heavyweight champion.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
And I've beat you. So does that make me number one contender?
No, you haven't. You cheap shotted me. That's what you did.
Do you want this argument again?
Yeah,
we've had this argument.
We can talk arguments
no,
again.
It's fine. Because we're on about Gracie.
That we are. But anyway, we'll move back to it because we don't want to argue over petty things.
No.
Seeing as you didn't come in first place.
Fine. Didn't have my cue.
Fair enough. You can use all the excuses still you want. At least when I lose, I literally lose with grace.
Didn't you nearly retire when you lost?
No. I didn't nearly retire.
I'm just supposedly a bully would never be seen again if you lost.
I've never seen again.
No, because they lost.
And the Funk's whole became.
Yeah, because the bully lost.
I was the bully. And he is no more.
Yeah, because he's done me out. Because he couldn't win.
Coming from the guy who can't win at the tournaments.
No, so
Anyway, moving on. But I've been winning my matches left, right, and centre. So, you know, a bit like how you kept trying to cheer on a former co-host on here who is still crying because he can't beat me.
yes. So
Anyway, moving on.
yeah. So I'll go back to the point with the Gracies.
You know, we'll get back gracefully onto the subject.
So with the Gracies, could he have spent a little bit of time with them?
It wouldn't have hurt.
No, because he gets on with Eve, surely.
Yeah.
He hasn't tried to sleep with Eve Torres, so he can't have offended her.
Yeah.
So therefore, he probably could have got 2 or 3 weeks with the Gracies and that 18 months.
Potentially.
And then with all the money he's saved from WWE, he must have been able to hire some decent coaches.
Yes, but he was already at one training place. And as much as you can turn around and say, oh, wrestling, I want to go there. Certain, if you're going to be in a camp, they only want you there training with their guys. It's a weird thing.
If it's his first fight and you can see he's getting battered, you need to try and figure out what his strength is.
Yes.
Because he didn't look like he had any.
No.
If getting your head kicks in as a strength, then yes, he'd get a gold medal.
Ouch. Round the fields for Phil Brooks.
I'm tempted because I actually have 50 quid because I thought they fucking rigged the match and put him against someone who was going to win.
So basically, you thought what was going to happen is him come out. You know, he's trying to go.
I was expecting the finger poke of doom for UFC.
You expected Mickey to go, oh, Mickey, you're so fine, but my man get touched.
I was just expecting CM Punk come out like, just rolling with some over the head haymakers, and one of them can out.
What would you have done? So basically, you expected him come in, put him onto his shoulder, GTS, he's out!
It would have been funny. It would have made a mockery of the UFC at the same time.
Oh, good lord, it would have been. I think if that happened, I think Dana would have been hitting the roof.
It would have been so funny, though.
Be a massive troll. And I will say that if that actually happened, I would have had to have found a way of flying over there just to high five the man.
Would you have high fived and shot him?
If he survived getting out of the building.
That would have been the biggest group since Montreal.
Ding, ding. Oh, he got on his shoulder. GTS, he's out. The match is done.
But no, I was expecting like some sort of flying, like an overhead, fucking, who gets him, walking.
On command instead of swing and a miss and take down and get pummeled.
Yeah.
But at least Phil Brooks CM Punk was actually quite gracious in defeat.
Well, he had to be. He practically got raped. There's no other way you can take getting your shit kicked out of you. Yes, he was lucky, really. He doesn't look tired. Would you like to go again?
He could have got another round.
But no, we'll end that there this week.
That we will, because I know how much you love CM Punk.
No, in all fairness, good on him for following his dreams.
And we actually hope the best for him in all of his future endeavours in regards to mixed martial arts.
Next should be Jason David Frank.
In your mind, which I would know you're already saying Jason will kill him.
It's funny just watching him all.
It's Muffin time.
Comes in with a corkscrew kick or something.
Corkscrew kick, roundhouse in, or probably GTS CM Punk.
But no, in all fairness, Jason David Frank has offered him a fight. He'll probably offer him a fight again.
Yeah.
But it's up to Punk if he wants to get back in the ring. But I don't think he will.
He won't be in a rush.
I think he's been unfairly hung out to dry now.
A little bit, yeah.
Because Dana Brooks got the money out of him, and now he doesn't want to in the fight. Thanks for listening.
We do appreciate that, the fact that you're taking your time to listen to us. As always, we're going to give a few little quick shout outs. We're going to give a shout out to UK Wrestle Fan Zone, who's actually been quite a bit of quite supportive of us, and we'd like to share the support back for what they've been doing. We appreciate it, lads. Keep up the good work and the fact that you've actually been going round. And if I'm not mistaken, from the last conversation I had with you, you even managed to give one of your T-shirts over to Bram, which he sort of took on board, which is quite good. Anything else you want to give a shout out to?
No.
Another thing I want to give a shout out to is a YouTube channel that we've actually listened to on a regular basis. It's one that everyone at the Burning Truth sort of has to listen to or watch whenever a new episode of it comes out, and that will be Team 4-Star.
Yes.
Would you agree with that? So give them a check out, folks, if you want to have a laugh, if you're an anime fan, or just like having a general laugh at certain stuff, at certain adult themed cartoons, give them a check out. So with that, I recommend you check out your local wrestling, stay well, stay safe, and just remember, folks, we are not actually here next week, so stay safe. We'll probably be here the following week if possible, or if my colleague isn't here for that week, I will be on the air myself if necessary.
Yes. So folks, and we shall see you in a couple of weeks.
Catch you later.